Theme song.
Bip, bip, ting.
We are back. We just got the color gem. We
Like-
did off record because fuck another hour of that.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if I had it in me, but we did it within like 35, 40 minutes, which was...
Just like the
That's
Muppets,
right.
they skip out the part where they go to the toilet. We decided to skip out the part where we were doing the shit.
Yeah.
Because that did take a while too. That was like, I don't know, probably like 20 minutes, half an hour, give or take.
Now we
yeah,
got the
that.
blue gem.
I mean, the thing is, I come from a degree of ignorance about the specifics of the Crash, games. So when it said just don't hit boxes, I took that to be more of a mental puzzle rather than a difficult challenge in and of itself. Because I don't think about boxes in this game as much as they relate to, the real sheer mechanics of the platforming. I just saw them as like things to get. Whereas like, that was a fucking doozy. But Aaron nailed it. And at first he was like a bit angry, but then he sort of calmed down and hit his little zen point. And I didn't even notice he'd fucking finished. I really wanted to capture it on video when you were like going,
we just watched Mandalorian. We just watched the last 2 episodes of season 2. I hadn't seen it yet, and good lord,
Yeah,
I'm
that was driving me
I'm not
fucking
gonna say
nuts.
anything because none of that should be spoiled ever. Like maybe 6 months from now, I want to talk about it, but fuck me, if you haven't seen it, just watch that series, please. If you're a fan of Star Wars, if
you're a fan of Steve
if you grew
Wars.
up on that shit and you watch Star Wars and you like that as a child or as a young adult, oh please, just.
If you're our age and were
Yeah.
kind of upset when you were walking out of like, Attack of the Clones in the cinema.
Oh, Attack of the Clones, man.
What was the one after that? It was Attack of the
Revenge
Clones
of
and
the
Revenge
Sith.
of the Sith. That's right. I fucking.
Apparently, Revenge of the Sith is getting your arms and legs cut off and left in a burning crater. But
The
funny thing is, do you know that happens to him again?
in like the comics or something.
Yeah.
Like Vader gets.
Yeah, he
That's
basically
hilarious.
fails the Emperor in a
gets-
task.
Yeah.
And the Emperor strips him of. He goes basically, well, what is the point of me giving you all this high-tech armor and things? I saved you. I made you who you are.
Yeah.
Rediscover yourself. And he just basically throws him back onto Mustafar and rips all his shit off. So Vader builds himself up with parts and droids, and then other people come to fight him and take his parts because they think that's what makes him special.
Yeah.
But he kicks all their asses, and then they find out that it was just shit he just made.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh no, that's why you are Vader." Blah blah blah. It's really cool.
No. It's not the fact that he's just got cyborg bits on him, which pretty much anybody in the universe can do.
Yeah.
It's the fact that he is a Force wizard. That's kind of an important part of it. Although I do like, that's one of the little things that I've seen hither and
The
thither.
yellow one.
Oh, okay. That's one of the little things I've seen hither and thither where it's like, oh yeah, that's right, Vader actually is really good at like androids and machines and shit. Like, because when you mention it's like, oh, that's right, yeah, he built fucking, C-3PO and whatnot. Look, Mom, I taught a robot to be gay. They said it couldn't be done.
I proved them fucking wrong when he sucked my dick. Oh yes, Master. Lord Vader has a rather throbbing one.
I feel like that's because they touched on this and I think touched on it too much for it to not be an issue, like the fucking.
That's exactly what happened last time. I remember now. We saw that shit and we were like,
Oh, what's that about?
What's
Yeah.
that over there? We can't get off the boat because you go close to it and it sucks you onto the boat.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful getting over there.
Also, we can go past the boat.
Yeah, I think that's how you got to get to it.
Okay.
'Cause it's over there.
Oh yeah, but it might like.
Yeah, we just go over here.
Okay. Oh yeah, because we were looking at that going.
Oh, okay.
We were looking at that going. Oh yeah, that'll be some other cunt's fucking stage or some shit.
Yeah.
Like they get us with that, because we keep thinking, once. It's a big part of the puzzle solving is knowing what the fucking puzzle is. So if you're thinking, oh, there'll be boxes or something elsewhere,
For fuck's sake.
I think you spent
I'm
all
a
your
platforming wizard, but I can't fucking touch these. It's just.
you spent all your good platforming getting the blue gem.
It's
That
just,
was a lot.
There's 2 things here. It's the angle.
Yeah.
Having to go diagonal up sucks. And it just, I don't know. See the camera slightly moves as you go?
Yeah.
I don't like it. There we go.
All right. Let's see what's behind this door. Because we haven't looked that up, and I was really curious too. Didn't we need to get up there?
Oh, where?
Isn't that the gem up there? That fucking shiny thing?
Fuck. I'm a fuck wizard, mate. You know what? We're gonna do this in one. We're not going to have any deaths, and we're going to get that tape too. Boom. Boom shakalaka laka.
So we can't get the gem and just die in real life? And then
I don't think so.
Okay,
I think we have
cool.
to finish the level with the gem. Sorry, you talk about robots and C-3PO sucking
Oh,
dicks.
well, yeah, like, you know, because,
To bring you back to dick sucking 3PO.
Yeah.
That's very important.
like, well, because that's what the 3P is. He's expected to take 3 penises. C is like, you know, cum dump. That's what that means.
C is for cum dump.
Yeah. God damn it. Because, like, the second you said that, I could hear, you know, Cookie Monster singing, like, C is for cum dump. Cum dump on my knees. Like, because the people who do those puppets, like, because there's filthy outtakes. Like, so you know, if there wasn't one before, there'll be one, like, after this of someone making Cookie Monster sing C is for cum dump. Which it can be, you know, C can be for a lot of things. There's a lot of words in the C section.
C is for cum dump.
I don't know how to do Cookie. He's weird. Okay.
There's a bit to him. Like,
Look at if I can go back.
I was gonna say, I don't think we can fucking go forward. Like,
You just
'cause that's-
die?
Yeah, because that's what happens. You gotta scoot over and then... I mean, like,
You
I
got back,
haven't...
man.
Haven't all the other fucking gems remained, though? Like, I thought that was, like, the fucking thing. Oh, bum sacks. Well, I don't know now that we've... Because that was a game over, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, well, see, that's a problem. I think that might have reset the fucking
It
gem
would
acquisition.
definitely have.
So I think, like, give it a try. So just get the gem and die. Because I mean, if you want to go back and do the whole fucking stage, or can we check if we got the gem now? Oh, no, there it is over there. I can see it.
Hidden.
Yeah, because, like, it's one of those things, and, like, fucking Star Trek did a similar thing where, like, one of the, you know, big questions in the background for, you know, not for most viewers, because, and again, like, Star Wars could, if it wanted to, completely avoid the question. Because Star Wars is not that hard a sci-fi fundamentally. Like,
Yeah.
it's really isn't. It's a fantasy with with lasers. So you could get away with never fucking bringing it up. But, you know, invariably I can't help but wonder, it's like, well, what's the deal with them? Like, are they considered fucking sapient and, like, we just own them because fuck them? Like, do they think they're slaves? Do they care? Like, and that kind of came up a fair bit in, like, fucking Solo, because it was like, oh, yeah, here's this one, and then there was a robot revolt, and I'm like, all right, look, that's a big thing now to add to the universe, the idea that the robots could be like, no, fuck you,
Yeah.
you know? Like, are the robots that work for the fucking Empire evil now? Is the gem still over there? Like,
No, I got
no,
it.
it's not. All right, sweet.
But I do have to finish the level.
It fucking ate
It ate our surfy board.
the ring hole ate your surfboard. And, like, Star Trek did a similar thing where, like, I'd be sitting there thinking about, like, they've got, you know, the computer, and they can talk to the computer, and the computer has, like, a brain and shit. And, like, I figured it was just sort of, like, you know, side effect of being from an earlier time that they didn't really address, like, okay, is the computer, like, alive? What the fuck's going on here? And then they had data, and then that was another weird one. But I could also sort of, you know, I can understand it's like, all right, so, like, the technology's not that good yet, and so data's, like, the exception,
Yeah.
you know? Like,
You
he's
can
got-
have one, like, breakthrough Android
Yeah.
thing. That's the thing with that sort of bioorganic sort of programming is you might make a fucking freak of nature.
Yeah,
And
well-
you can never repeat it. It
well-
might be off.
Because, like, the whole idea with data was, and they, you know, again, like, Enterprise did some really good
That was not okay.
Enterprise did some really good episodes. Oh yeah, because we're gonna have to be good now, because, like, we've got, like, no lives and actually want to get to the end. So this is let's avoid death.
It's whoozy this doozy. That's what they say.
Because, like, what is it? You know, Khan led the genetically engineered mullet warriors.
Look, game.
You're gonna have to jump forward, I'm afraid.
I'm scared.
I know, so am I. I don't fucking. The
I'm
ropes.
scared, Gabriel.
The ropes are weird and in that fucking category in this. I don't like having to go through this shit with those fucking nitro bats when we have, like, no fucking lives. Like, I just, oh god, these were hard. That's right. No, I don't, you know.
Okay.
I
just want to get as many lives as I can.
Oh yeah, no, I support that.
Ooh,
Yeah, that.
Ooh.
I suppose we can just leave.
Yeah.
We don't even need. Yeah,
No, we
that's
don't need
fair.
to be here. I'll take those 3 lives.
Yeah,
That's
no,
fine.
That's a good life choice.
Checkpoint too.
And then like, so after they fucking, you know, Enterprise beat up the mullets and stuff, you know, the Noonien Sung decided he'd get into like cybernetics as a way of creating the perfect being. And so he was like a, you know, established in universe as some kind of mega genius. So it's okay that it was the only person really capable of building a positronic brain like fucking Data's that could actually, you know, be sapient. You know,
Right.
like he's a legitimate being in the Star Trek universe beyond like anything else. But then like after a while, it's like, why aren't like, is there more research being done into this? Like, I understand they can't like fucking take Data's brain apart and like that's, you know, a thing. So it's like, okay, yeah, there's reasons why we're not doing that. But it's like, you know, it's not like the rest of the fucking available universe are just chuds. Like, are other species working on this? Because the Klingons tried to reverse engineer the fucking, you know, genetic fucking cunts, the, you know, super mullets, and that's why the Klingons lost their forehead ridges for a couple of generations.
Ah.
Yeah, like they.
I don't know much about Star Trek.
Well, okay, so like originally in like the early, you know, series, like the fucking Klingons were just Asians basically, like Mongolians probably. Like,
Yeah. That's what I got a big Mongolian vibe.
yeah, and so that. Yeah, so that was like, you know, a bit off. I mean, even kind of for the time, like, because for the time they were like, oh, look, we got a Russian and a Negress. You know, so like, you know, you couldn't, I don't know. Maybe they just couldn't do fucking, I suppose prosthetics back then weren't exactly like fucking cutting edge. Maybe they just couldn't do it. So then they gave them the forehead ridges, and there was just no real explanation. And it kind of came up a little bit in a time travel episode of fucking, oh god, I think it was Deep Space Nine. And like Worf just said he didn't want to talk about it. And it's like, all right, look, that's a good way of like getting around this bit. But then in Enterprise, it was like, okay, so they got like the fucking, you know, genetic mullets. And then, so what happened is like, in that episode, like there was a whole little mini arc about the fucking, you know, super soldiers. And in the start of it, they just take over a Klingon bird of prey, like fucking 8 of them, and just kill all the Klingons on board. And that upset the fucking Klingons, because that was just humans doing that, and they couldn't figure it out, and they were real ticked off. And then it turned out, oh, the humans have, you know, got genetic super soldiers that can just kick the shit out of Klingons. So they were like, all right, well, in order to not, like, get fucking bitch slapped again, we have to have our own super Klingons. And so, because they called all their own scientists, like, homos until they stopped doing science, they didn't have any, like, good scientists left, really. So they had to fucking just steal, like, they got a bit of the blood from one of the fucking, you know, genetic monstrosities and just, you know, started jamming it into Klingons and hoping it for the best. And so that caused a plague that nearly wiped them out, and they had to get some of, like, I think it was Archer's blood in the end to, like, help develop a cure. But the problem is the cure gave them, like, because, you know, the whole idea was they used a virus to fucking infect themselves with the super soldier serum. So the problem is now they got a virus infecting themselves with, like, this human serum cure, and it made them look more humanoid. So they lost their forehead ridges for, like, a few generations. Yeah. And that was the explanation for that. And so, you know, Star Trek sort of started, you know, in, like, Discovery, sort of talking more about, like, okay, what's the deal with the artificial intelligences exactly? And it's like, all right, look, that's biting off a big fucking piece of cake, right? You can't kind of just have that happen and skip it. And I feel like they're developing it a little bit more, because the idea was they absorbed some kind of brain balls, like, history of the universe. Which I don't think gets brought up enough, considering that's what happened, you know? Like, there's just some things like that, where it's like, you met, like, basically the God Ball, and it gave you, like, an internet's worth of cool shit. And, like, I get that you just can't... Like, I think it's kind of the problem of, like, the short-form series, is it works really well for a lot of stuff. But every now and then you do need a filler episode, because a good filler episode can get a lot of shit done. And, like, a good filler episode where they're just going, hey, let's look at the brain balls fucking shit. Because if I was on that fucking, you know, fucking starship, I'd be making every fucking excuse to go through, like, universe internet. Like, imagine having universe internet.
Yeah.
You know? This thing's been around for God knows how big fucking everywhere. I want to look at universe and, you know, what's on there?
A lot of porn.
Yeah, you'd
lot of porn.
You'd have to look at the dicks, at least. You go, okay, let's dicks of the universe. This is going to be one of those nights where, you know, we get everyone
Dicks
down.
or flaps.
Yeah.
That's the game. Dicks or flaps.
Dicks or flaps.
Oh, that is actually a dick. Sorry, you lose.
Incorrect. Yeah, well, fucking, you know, what is it? The lady hyenas have that.
A flap?
No, they have like,
A dick flap?
well, sort of, because
Flap
they've got like, because the dick is basically like a clitoris that went to university, and it got like that little hat that you wear, and then like
I need to process that just for a fucking
no,
moment.
You know,
Oh.
my advice is don't process
Okay,
that. You want
let's
to process as
rip it
little
off,
of that
let's
as
keep
possible.
going.
Yeah, let's just keep on keeping on. And so like they've got like this giant Mongo clitoris which like just scrapes along the ground. I'm not even joking. Like that's a legit
I know
thing.
you're not. I fucking love nature. Thank you. Thank you.
I think it's like because that happens with girls if they like you know get on the fucking steroids.
right.
As if you know it was a thing you'd see with like lady bodybuilders where you know their clit would get so big they'd have to tape it down.
That's nuts.
Yeah, like
Oh,
don't.
dude.
Again, you don't want to do a lot of steroids because it's just never good for anybody. Like, it's like yeah, you're big and buff, but like
There's a reason your body doesn't
yeah.
produce that shit that much naturally. Like
Yeah.
push you to that. It's
Well, the thing is, like, especially
Oh.
like you know, with dudes, because like the testicles are interesting. Because for ages I didn't know why booting yourself with loads of fucking was it there?
when was it? Was it Toxic
Shit.
Tunnels? I think it was Toxic Tunnels.
Sounds about right. Yeah, because it wasn't the last stage we had because we didn't get to N-word yet, so it had to have been like.
Well, was it-
probably-
Yeah, I know it was near the start anyway.
Yeah,
If it
well, it was
was.
only fucking what 2. Because like if you take loads of your testicles, basically like check to see if there's work to do. You know?
Yeah.
And so if your body's full of testosterone, they go, no, there's plenty of testosterone, it's fine. So they don't do anything. And that was why those dudes who got like real fucking juice to the gills on the retro shit wound up with like, you know, like bitch tits like Bob because like his testicles just stopped working to the point where they forgot how basically. Like they just don't work anymore.
Right.
And so it's just like,
I slid, fucker.
oh holy shit, look at that.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
It was fatality time. You know, and they fucking stop working to the point where they just go home. They just like, oh, fuck it. And then they, you know, they just stop working. So they just produce some fucking testosterone. It's nuts that your balls have to stay in practice, you know? You think about that.
My balls are very impractical. They sit there all day.
Big
Being testicles. What you doing, Laz? You know,
Chilling.
just being testicle boss.
Yeah.
Yep, fair enough.
Just being testicles.
Wait, you don't touch me.
No. Hanging out.
Actually, I don't think it was. Was it this one?
Making you stronger.
So
I cannot for the life of me remember. It might, because like my every time my brain goes, no, it wasn't. My brain looks at a door in the background and goes,
I know.
oh, it kind of looked like that door. though."
100%. Exact same thoughts.
Hanging around, being testicles. I think it was this. I feel like we're coming up on it. Alright. Oh, fucking
I'm okay.
Jesus
I'm okay.
Christ
I'm
on a cross.
okay.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, sweet.
Oh, fuck. I got so excited about the door.
That was a shame. I'm not gonna.
Ah!
That was a shame.
It honks me tits. All right, now that I know this, I'm going to collect boxes on the way. Just in case.
It was in sight.
I know.
It was just over there.
How do you think I feel?
Don't you touch me, bitch.
Why did you? I have to choose a Bandicoot. If I just stuck with the
I mean,
Wombat, this all would have been different.
Yeah, Wombat.
Was
bro.
it ever gonna be like Wallop Wombat?
This Bandicoot is strong, clever, and
Crash
above
Bandicoot.
Because wasn't like Crash something else, but then someone else fucking used that animal
I
or
have
something?
no clue.
I vaguely remember hearing something about
I
that.
am not a Crash connoisseur. Do I have to go back or...
What are you doing? Just go straight ahead.
Yeah, I hit the fucking Bubsy block, and I didn't know if it did anything backwards. I think it's just forwards.
I mean, like, eyes on the prize. Yeah. That was...
I am the best around. I punched someone with downs. I didn't really. I couldn't punch. Like, I'm very weak. I have muscle atrophy. I just fucking collapse.
I didn't punch a person with downs. Not that I wouldn't. I absolutely would. I'm just physically incapable, and they'd beat me severely.
I just, the fucking, always my old manager at EB Games used to put the downs on me. Every time, because we had
That-
they were
right,
lovely
yeah.
customers,
But they want to talk for like 45 minutes.
Yeah, they do, and
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
that's
Is,
cool and all,
yeah.
but like I have a job to do. You know, I'm working. I'm doing
yeah.
other things.
It's the issue of like not really getting social cues.
Exactly, and also they keep asking about games that don't exist or
Will never exist.
never exist. So it's hard. Come on, I was robbed. So they used to come in, and Simon would go, "There's one for you," and I'm like, every time because
That is-
it was the
that is-
same ones, the same customers, and I shouldn't call them customers. The same people. They'd come in because they didn't buy anything because we didn't have Shrek for the GameCube. This was at the point. This was well into the 360 and PS3 life.
Yeah, so like
So the GameCube did not
yeah,
exist.
no, they
we
should
didn't
have-
sell GameCube games.
they should have been asking for like fucking Shrek on the Wii. There has to be a Shrek game on the Wii. I refuse to
There's
believe
Shrek
there's
games
no
on the
Shrek
GameCube, but they fucking. Have you got the new Shrek for the GameCube? No, sorry, man. Like, unfortunately, we don't have GameCube games anymore because you can't tell them no, that's not a thing because
Yeah.
they will just go okay and then come back in the next day and ask for it again.
Yeah, no. Non-existence is a complex thing to explain.
And the thing with these particular gentlemen, two pair, I can't remember the names, but they would eat Cheetos a lot.
I'm gonna call them Ewalt and Rudiger.
So they'd have a lot of Cheeto dust
Yeah.
on fingers and on mouth
Yeah.
and all around. And because they didn't have caretakers or anything. I don't know what...
That's weird.
I don't know. Yeah, it was weird, or they just were in the center and didn't care, which is also another possibility because I saw it.
It might have been the carers just getting like a minute, you know. It's just like,
Possibly.
all right, I'll let
You
that.
go into the
yeah,
game
I'll let that guy in the
store.
game store look after you for like 5 minutes.
It's fine. So they came in and they touched all the products, and then the products would be orange.
And it's not like with regular people you can tell them to fuck off.
No, because they don't understand.
They just look at you with those giant saucer eyes and the bowl cuts that they just seem like mandatory. Like, that's something. Have you ever seen a person with Down syndrome and like a different haircut?
Glowing. Yeah, absolutely. Haircut, yes.
Alright, that's... I was expecting a little bit more, but hopefully we're getting there, you know what I mean? Like,
That rat's on the trolley. It's bullshit.
alright, this is fun and it's like challenging and whatnot, but like, you know.
I look where I'm gonna miss
There's a
things
big,
there.
there's a thing over there. Like, I wouldn't, okay, don't worry too much about finding, like, let's just get...
Oh! He
Okay,
switched
so,
it up.
Yeah, as I was saying, let's get where we're going with this, okay? Because there's something over in the back there, and I'm kind of curious as to what that is. Because, like, this was what it was all for. Like, I don't, you know... Like, fucking Jesus, dude. Almost gave me a spasm.
I am the one, bam!
Jump, yeah.
There was something, oh, there, the Tesla coils.
Jump, no.
I saw the Tesla coil and it looked like a gem.
No!
See it? Look at it.
Yeah, I know, but,
shiny.
like, there's...
I am the one, the one. I made myself laugh with that. That's my problem.
I think I've literally
No rats.
only heard, like, the exact few seconds of that song.
No,
that's in,
I have too. I
like,
do not know what it
Vines
is
or whatever the fuck.
or what it is, but I just know it's one of those ear rape things.
Oh god, it's taking us somewhere else. Where are we going?
Away, Gabriel. Oh god, it's gonna be a
Oh.
challenge course.
It's gonna be
Oh, dude. Ooh.
Phew.
Oh, that's evil.
That's a toughie.
That's a tough one. Are you fucking me? You don't even checkpoint that, you fucking slimy pricks.
You gutter sluts.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one. I don't agree with that one, Cotton. Alright. Oh, shit.
Yeah, like you
No,
could.
it's okay. I'm good.
Cause like, is it? Cause there's got to be more to this than just fucking this and a fucking bonus stage, and it can't just be like, oh yeah, here's like 40 lives or some shit. Like,
It might be.
the blue gem was really hard. Like, it wasn't like just some obscure shit. Like, the blue gem was a fucking challenge. And
Yeah.
I don't
Oh, there's a box in the water there. Wait, are they? Oh, there they are.
Wait a what?
Bro, that is fucked. I don't know where the hurt box on the sparks are.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I feel I can go safely into them a little bit more.
I feel like you could have like been a little more confident on the initial jump.
Yeah,
because I feel like
100%.
that's the problem. Is like you really, because of how much the fucking double jump nerfs your fucking momentum. You have to be like real ballsy on that first jump.
Yeah. Gotta go deep. Shafts out for the Bandicoot. Going deep.
Bandicoots love shaft.
Yeah, don't leave your shaft around.
Yeah.
They'll get you. 2, 3, 4, 5. It was the old Australian euphemism. I used to get that all the time. Don't leave the peanut butter out or the Bandicoot will get your shaft. Alright, there it is.
Alright, so we've
It's quite a big box.
we've discovered that. I think you're losing lives in this. This isn't counting as
Oh
a
no,
bonus
I'm definitely
stage.
losing lives. I didn't mean to run into that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know.
Also, we got an Uka Uka now, so that's nice.
Yeah, this is, you know.
Who's in Aku? I don't know. I think it's Aku and his brother's Uku Uku, the evil one. And I'm Dooku Pooku. And he's Count Dooku. Christopher Lee's in this game. He's a hidden boss.
Should do something, because they had that in fucking that ridiculous I Want to Be the Guy game. Where, like, one of the bosses was just, like, the Mike Tyson sprite from Punch-Out vomiting blankets at you.
Yeah.
And, like, I feel like you could do that with, like, Christopher Lee fairly easily. Just, like, this big Christopher Lee, like, animated a bit like one of, Terry Gilliam's, you know, fucking Monty Python animations. Like, just, you know, zooming around in the background and you got to deal with him.
Yeah.
And it's just Christopher Lee, too. Like, it's not going to be like, oh, yeah, it's Dracula. It's like, no, it's Christopher Lee. This guy stabbed people in, like, world wars and shit. Like, you don't, you know. Alright, we lost our, you know, things.
Yeah. There's also a fucking thunder cunt down there.
You guys suck.
Why is that thing not on? I don't trust it, Gabe.
Yes?
Oh,
it only does it when
it must only activate when you're on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I slid, cunt. Fucking hell, I'm a slide.
Do we need to destroy all the boxes in this if it's not a real bonus stage?
I just want to. I'm getting them as we go. Like, it's not losing time. I'm just hitting that and that.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm just like, you know, I'm just thinking it's weird because I just need to know if this is it, you know? Like, is where I'm at with this is a thing. Like, it's just after all of this. And, like, I gave it the fucking, a decent fucking go, and I don't even play this game on fucking getting the blue gem. And, you know, having now contributed work to this, it's just like, I feel like I'm getting, you know, there's that faint fucking gold sculpture fucking itch in my head again of like, was this just all for this, you know? Like, I'm not expecting, like, to unlock fucking, you know, Conquer as a secret character or some shit.
Now I am. Fuck you. Why'd you put that in my head?
That would be fucking cool. Okay, you know, we need to start thinking outside some of these boxes, because, like, boxes are dull. I mean, I like your gumption, but, yeah. That really, like, because after the slide you
would
had...
have maybe taken a mask instead of killing me, but...
After the slide, you've got no momentum either, you know? Just
yeah,
like,
you've got to jump or you're dead.
Yeah.
So once you jump, you've got at least that forward a little bit.
Because the jump momentum's always the jump momentum. It's not the jump momentum with some slide momentum.
Yeah. Otherwise, that would be easy.
I suppose, and I'm guessing that's how it was back in the originals.
Pretty much, yeah.
Fair enough.
Like, double jump wasn't even in the first one. Neither was slide. Man.
Twas just spin.
I'm not making that one. Okay. That's it.
There we go. Well, that's a pity.
I am like a Jedi. I am composed. I have picked up a gungan companion.
I'm gonna wreck some cunts.
Dude, where's my gungan Jedi at?
I don't know, maybe it's like how there's no fucking Ferengi, I suppose, like fucking, what is it, Nog's kid or whatever. But still, there's no like Ferengi in like Starfleet. There's, you know, Starfleet's no place.
There is, however, Ferraris.
Starfleet's no place for greedy Jew aliens. Which is really like fucking perilously close to what they got there. Although, like, you know, it's one of those things where it's just like, that's an archetype from a lot of places. And it's not always Jews. Maybe like gungans are just too fucking dumb to like deal with the Force.
Maybe.
Well, there was like one really great, like just natural gungan, like fucking, you know, Force Master, but like.
Oh,
just,
that took my mask. Look,
that was
cunt.
unfortunate. Okay, so this is interesting.
I don't.
Because there's an up box down there,
Yeah.
but will it survive the TNT?
I don't think so.
Alright, look, you know.
That sucks. That part there, that is really fidgety. Because there's not a lot of room to actually physically move, and I got vortex to that pipe.
Yeah.
I did not want to be that low on that pipe.
No.
I got double mask now. Do I eventually get, like, invincibility just off the bat?
Here you go, Chudface.
So, my dad's being mean to me in my dreams. And I think, look, we need to deal with Daddy Kruger, alright?
I love the idea of you like, you know, your dad just going, yeah, I learnt dream walking off some poof. Like,
Yeah.
your father has become the dream walker.
Because, like,
All that power
I
just
feel
walks around.
he's doing something very racist or prejudiced or bigotry, like somewhere I fucked up because I'm thinking, now Daddy Kruger's here. He's come for me.
It was a mistake to bring up this topic while you were playing.
I
Like,
know. Daddy
This
Kruger.
is what he wants.
1, 2, Daddy's coming for you.
Bursts into your dreams to tell you which minority is ruining the country now.
3, 4, can't buy anime no more.
It's for homos. Even the ones with tits, I know it's for homos. There's a dick in there somewhere, you can't fool me.
5, 6, better be sucking dicks. Oh, dude. I wish I was hard gay. Like, I just,
Just
I
to
really,
spite
yeah,
you,
no,
Dad.
100%. A lot. Look, that's fucked. You fucking rat. You've never done that before. Why start now?
Well, Dad, I'm not gay, but like, just to fucking annoy the shit out of you.
I know, right? Just like,
Yeah.
we're out. If you're out with him, be like, oh man, look at the buns on that guy.
Dad, want to see this movie I made with me and 8 Aboriginal dudes?
Can we? Yes. That's interesting.
Damn you, honk box. Alright. Okay, that. Oh, you bit of bop. Alright.
Gotta wait another one.
Yeah, because you're going to have to like, oh, buggery. Okay, jump forward now. Yeah, there we
Got
go.
it. Don't you worry.
Alright.
Red jump time.
Okay, that's
That better
interesting.
fucking checkpoint. That better be a checkpoint. I feel it's not gonna be. I feel like none of this is checkpointed. Alright.
Let's never
Oh no,
find
this is back on the normal level.
Is it?
I remember this, because remember there's that box that we were like, why is it a bouncy box?
Maybe we're going around. Oh, do you suppose we're going to unlock old Crash?
Maybe. Oh, fuck you, box, no!
Alright, so, is this a checkpoint?
Oh! That's a stiff biscuit!
Yeah, man. That's been in the fucking sewing case for a long time.
I think my grandma baked that biscuit 5 years ago.
Grandma's been dead for 20.
And then baked it again 2 years later. Found it, was like, oh, this is dough, and put it in the oven. No, Grandma, it's a cookie. Fuck you, child. Screeching hornbat. Fucking
My father, the Dream Bogan.
No! He's coming! He can't be stopped. He can't be reasoned with. He's ultra racist.
Yeah, he can't be reasoned with. Not because of his programming, he's just very, very, very bigoted.
That's true.
Classy is proudly sponsored completely by its fans. We thank you for your support.
It expanded somehow. I'll have you know